Welcome back to Wrath of the Righteous. We're going to try and knock out the Midnight Fiend today. First, I have a few things I want to go sell, and then I think I'm going to give the Lexicon of Paradox to Golfray. I don't know if I've ever done that before. I may have done it my very first... No, I was playing as Zada, so I don't think that I did. And while it is a lawful decision to do so, my character, again, seeking redemption, realizes the power that he's using is turning him into a demon, so he wants to get rid of the Lexicon, because when we grabbed it, it did give us another mythic level. It gave us a little bit more demonic power. Remember, my character is trying to be a good guy. Not trying to be a demon. I'm not going to use this. I'm not going to use this. I am thinking about Soul Shear for a future playthrough for my main character. I don't need the half plate. Don't need... Don't need that. Actually, that's not terrible. I'm not a huge fan of fast healing in most cases, especially since we already have it when we're near the Commander's Banner. Up to 10. This is only twice your mythic rank, which is currently 4? So it's only 8. Fast healing doesn't stack. You only get the fast healing that's faster than the other fast healing. Just like resistances and things like that. Can't stack the same buff. I decided against that. Why? It's one less armor class. And the DR that the other armor provides synchronizes better with the fast thing that we already have. Again, I don't put a lot of stock into fast healing or DR.
Head on!
But they can be useful. Hey, Demon Ace!
Well, are you ready?
Alright, give Golfray the half of the Lexicon of Paradox. There's something you should know, my queen. I was in a Relay for Luscious laboratory, and I discovered part of the Lexicon of Paradox. It contains some information about the nature of rifts.
Oh my. This could prove very important. Even the merest hint of how to close the Whirlwind will be useful to us. I will task my finest court mages to study this text.
Mages. I've never heard it pronounced that way. Alright, go on the attack. I'm ready. The Midnight Fiend will fall.
We must send the people of Dresden to take shelter, and you must inform all of your companions. The hour is upon us.
Alright, bring Sela, Social, Ember, Wendwag, and Arushalai. AKA the A-Team. So I'm debating, after we reach Act 4, if I'm going to stop this playthrough. Because there's a rumor that they're going to add another Gold Dragon Mythic Path, or another Gold Dragon quest to the game. We could play through Act 4, and then stop before we actually take the Gold Dragon Mythic Path. I don't think it really matters which decision I make. It'd have to be in Act 5 regardless. Because you don't pick up Gold Dragon until you're in Act 5. So I could play all the way through Act 4, stop once we reach Act 5, and start my next playthrough, and then wait. Because right now it's just a rumor. They may not add a Gold Dragon quest, but... wouldn't be the first time they've done that, because I played through Legend in my first playthrough for the Let's Play, and they added another Legend quest after I finish that playthrough. Because they might add another quest, and I don't want to miss it, like I did with my Legend playthrough. Hey Hector, long time, man. Pretty good. How have you been? And where have you been at? Matthew's been worried sick. Yeah, I've debated on doing another Legend run. Or at least saving before I make that choice so I could experience that Legend quest. Because it sounds really cool from what I've heard of it.
We won't fall here. I swear it.
We're not buffed up, so we're just going to kind of pull back and let my allies take care of this. We can dip our toes in the water, right?
No glory without risk.
Let's hear you cry.
Too late for apologies.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Well, the Inheritor didn't last very long, did he?
I can still fight.
Alright, please take care of this guy. He's taking out my entire party. Because we're not buffed up. Hey, Dun.
The world has suffered enough.
You're a good person. I like you.
Alright, let's buff
No
up.
one stands in my way.
Woash. Riti. Ha. E. Riti. Ala. Soa. There. Orma. Woash.
Together we stand.
Adayana. Irimosi Kadisi. Ona Adayana. Ona Adayana. Ona Adayana. Ona Adayana.
Paladin. Blood Rangers have fun and all, and I like Gish builds in general a lot, but I prefer the more leadership-focused classes. And yeah, Blood Ranger does use charisma, but it doesn't have the auras and stuff. I like the idea of a frontline leader that's taking blows for his allies and buffing them through auras and things like that. So Cavalier, Paladin, classes like that.
My will is resolute.
But again, I like Gish builds a lot. Any sort of like frontline caster class is really cool. Yeah, they have the Tortured Crusader, but it's still a lawful good aligned class. But it does use Wisdom instead of Charisma for its casting stat. But it doesn't get like Divine Grace and Divine Health, I think is the other one. And it gets a different variation of Smite Evil. Now I was debating on using that for one of my playthroughs. But I might use that class because the alignment's gonna be a problem for that playthrough. I have to put more thought into it. Make my decision later. Only one round per level, that's right.
Yes?
Esmo, Axe, yes. Esmo, Axe, yes. Allah, Swa, down. 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 Allah, Efna. Anna, Efna. Anna, Efna. Anna, Efna. Anna, Efna. Anna, Efna. Allah, Swa, down.
I am
I'm
yours
prepared.
to command.
Inimos, tradisi. Inimos, tradisi.
Yeah, I think it'd be more lawful evil, but chaotic evil would also be like the antithesis of a paladin. I'll just use Bark Skin on Bismuth instead. That's alright. He'll probably die anyway, or take a temporary nap.
My worth.
Alright. All set to start. Oh, almost
Please.
all set.
Allow me.
I'll take all the potions and stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna be starting my Zada playthrough sooner than initially anticipated. In case they do add that quest. Okay, I guess we'll just hang a left here first.
Onward!
And there is a puzzle here for a secret area
Something over there.
that I missed in my very first
be swayed
playthrough
from my
because I don't
path.
think there's any indication that there's a puzzle.
I finished here. Is there more?
Why aren't they hostile?
I'm glad I was useful to you.
I'd start my Scald playthrough for the Azada run. I might take a couple days, play something different. Because I won't be able to play this weekend when out of town. So, I've been really into Deceive Inc. recently, so I might stream a couple days of that. You know, haven't heard a whole lot about the Arcanist. The new archetype that's coming out with the next DLC sounds really cool. In fact, they made like a whole new magic system just for that class. So if you want to play the Arcanist, I might wait for the next DLC and look at that new subclass. There's another Arcanist subclass. I don't remember which one it was that I heard was good, if I remember right. Like, such a pathetic comeback. Yeah, Deceive Inc. is a pretty fun game. I'm not huge into like the Battle Royale games, but that one, it clicked with me. And it's a lot of fun, and it's a good solo experience.
Run them through!
Into the fray! I'll rip you apart! This kill is for you!
We do have our fast healing here, so I don't need to use heal spells, but it does speed things up a bit. Oh, I didn't realize Brown Fur Transmuter was an Arcanist. I thought that was a... You know, I don't think I ever assigned it to an archetype. But yeah, Brown Fur Transmuter is a S tier class. Yeah, Mordecai's dungeon was an absolute blast. I think it's my favorite experience in Kingmaker. At least the first time through, because I don't think that the rations were added yet. First time I played through, so I was really struggling through that dungeon. Like, it was coming down to the wire.
Move out.
It's the hot gates.
Anything for you.
Oh, what's up, guys? Didn't realize we'd have company over here.
I will resist.
No match for me. They'll beg me to stop.
You won't stop us.
The inheritor guides my blade.
It's gonna be 6. They're gonna stop, I think, after this last one. Yeah, so I didn't carry any rations with me at all my first playthrough because you usually don't need them since you can forage for food or hunt for food with Ekandayo or, you know, whoever's in your party. And, I hadn't really run across a problem in dungeons up to that point. And I don't think rations were added yet. Or maybe they were and it just took me a while to get to them. But they did patch in rations at, like, the midway point in the dungeon so you could actually rest. Also, my first time through that, there's one fight in particular that was very difficult. Because my companions like to talk. The Blizz, whenever this +3 Flaming Mithril Battle Axe confirms a critical hit, the resulting sparks have a chance to ignite enemies around with a Sacred Fire. All enemies within a 10-foot range must pass a reflex saving throw, DC 23, or suffer 1d6 holy damage for 1d4 rounds. Okay. That's a critical hit, though. Don't like banking on critical hits. So I think this is part of the puzzle, too. Don't remember how it's supposed to be, though. I could be wrong.
Have I pleased you?
I didn't mind it. I know a lot of people don't like the dungeon, but
Head on.
I didn't mind it. I wasn't level 20 my first time through. I think it was...
Here.
Was
Is
I?
there more?
I think they made it difficult to hit level 20 your first playthrough, and then they added the DLC and you hit level 20 no problem. But, I didn't mind it.
To battle, my friends.
No glory without risk.
Risk your life.
Prepare yourself.
Please, be careful.
Desna, guide my hand.
Alright, if that Shadow Demon's gonna tank for us, I can go take care of this trap real quick.
Something is not right here. Finished here. Is there more? Make your peace. I will resist. I'm glad I was useful to you.
Level 12. I don't remember what level I was when I fought Mordecai the first time. 15 rings a bell, but I don't know if that's accurate or not. Alright, so we're gonna go after the Retriever first because they can petrify.
My way.
That's a pretty nasty ability. Problem solved. Petrify that, dweeb.
The light. Take you.
Honestly, the most frustrating time I had in the house that Edge or End of Time? Edge of Time. was my third playthrough, actually. I was streaming it instead of doing a Let's Play.
I finished here. Is there more?
Onwards.
And I was playing for a longer stretch of time, and it wore me out a lot faster. So playing in like half-hour segments, it was a breeze, but trying to get it all done in like one sitting was absolute slog. So when I see people complain about it, I do recommend that they play for shorter periods of time. I think that helps a lot with that dungeon. I like both, but I tend to play the game in like the quote default setting. As this Kingmaker was by default real-time with pause, and they didn't add turn-based till later. I see the Pathfinder games as a real-time with pause franchise. And that's also the default setting. You have to manually turn on turn-based. King? Well, I didn't vote for you.
None shall escape!
I don't remember there being 3 Nefeshnis here.
Die!
Seems like 2 too many. Actually, it seems like 3 too many, but...
Let's hear you cry.
Now, yeah, there was one time I turned on turn-based mode, and that was in the DLC, the most recent DLC, The Lord of Nothing. I did the secret boss fight, and that was tough. I mean, it was... I think that's the hardest encounter I've had in any of the Pathfinder games to date. Well, I don't know. There was a spawn of Robogug the first time I fought him in Kingmaker. That was pretty tough.
I think I did it.
Yeah, because I mean they're all supposed to be played turn-based, but they're supposed to simulate real-time combat. And one of the things I like about real-time with pause is that it does simulate, you know, combat a little bit more realistically, so you get chaotic really quick. Now, if I were to play like more spellcasters, I might do turn-based by default. It's a little easier to manage your spells and get your cooldowns out. It's like I don't use a lot of Ember spells, but if I was playing turn-based, I'd definitely use them more frequently.
You called?
We will win this war.
But builds, I think, also change up a bit for turn-based, and I usually don't account for it. I put a lot more stock into improved initiative and dexterity. I was playing turn-based.
They will break against our resolve.
Another one right there, I think.
Prepare yourself.
Maybe not.
Surrender or else.
Yeah, I like real time with pause. I mean, it's still turn-based. You control the turns by pressing the spacebar or whatever your pause button is. But there are some situations where you could lose track of what's going on, and a party member walks into a pit or something.
Or them.
But again, if everything goes exactly according to plan, where's the excitement at? That's why I like blind playthroughs too.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
'Cause you never know what's going to happen. Which with the CRPGs or like role-based systems, even if you know what's going to happen next, you're not always prepared for it.
Move out.
You can roll a 1.
Guide my hand.
You roll a 1 on a fortitude save, you might have to reload anyway. Ah, so we have Playful Darkness coming up. Wonder how that's gonna go.
I won't let you hurt my friends.
My first playthrough went pretty easily. My Trickster run, it was a little bit more difficult. Didn't help that I accidentally casted Pillar of Life like up on the cliffside up here instead of on the ground next to him.
I will bring down the divine wrath.
Yeah, that does happen in Reformed Fiend sometimes. It's like, even for me, I'm usually zoomed in on the front line. I'm not even looking at what's going on back here. So if we get ambushed... Uh-oh. If I notice the health bar is going down, it's usually too late.
They'll beg me to stop.
Well, Temple of Elemental Evil is on GOG. And it works right out the box. You can mod it. There's 2 extremely popular and easy to use mods out there. If that's your thing. But you can get on GOG and play it as you buy it.
Beyond redemption.
You'll be missing things like native resolutions and stuff.
Into the fray.
I think there's a few bugs from release that weren't fixed until the mods. I can't give you specifics on that.
Eternal rule. I call upon
A great
you.
game. I've been thinking about revisiting it with both mods. So I played with Temple Plus, but Circle of 8 is also another really solid mod. Adds more content.
Without risk.
Oh, they roll a 20. It's man, that's what I had to do for that secret boss in the Lord of Nothing.
No match for me.
He's a baleful polymorph, and even then, it took forever to kill him. That's while reducing his Constitution score down to 1. Yep, Tim Kane's got his YouTube channel. I haven't watched much of his stuff, but I've heard, I guess I've seen summaries.
Head on.
But haven't had a chance to watch it. Been getting caught up with playing Deceive Inc. in my free time. And Capes comes out tomorrow, so we'll continue a second Let's Play series tomorrow.
Do not fear. Do not waver.
Die.
Oh yeah, if you play the other Trinket games, definitely jump into Tui, or
You
Toei.
follow.
It's a solid experience. It's a really good, like, dungeon brawling CRPG. Honestly, I did myself a disservice in my Let's Play by making a full party straight out the gate. It's a much more satisfying experience recruiting NPC. Well, I guess they don't stay NPCs, but recruiting companions as you go.
Cut them to pieces.
Killing is what I was made for.
Huh? Thought they were supposed to be tough.
Onwards.
Oh, there we go. We're gonna get an upgrade for Sela eventually. So, full plate of spell. Full plate. I think I said full splate of spell nullify. +3 mithril full plate grants the wearer spell resistance 23. But it is mithril. Honestly, this would be good on Social as well. Because Charisma boosts healing with channel energy. That's just a cool looking armor. Can't go wrong with that. And she can wear heavy armor too. She looks like a Power Ranger villain. In fact, the maybe not. I could kind of, if this was red, it looked like Lord Zed. It's got some gold trimming to it. Looks pretty good. I'm not super keen on gold, but when it's done tastefully, it's alright. I'm more of a copper guy. I like copper-colored armor. Good silver armor is also good. But if you get like a fur collar, like fur lining on the armor, maybe a tabard or kama, as they say in Star Wars, that's cool stuff. What's going on back here?
Make
All right.
your peace.
I don't remember this fight.
Let's hear you cry.
Let's get big.
Run them through.
Oops, I made a loot. I like Lan. Lan's actually one of my favorite characters or companions in the game. Very bro-y. He's my Ekendayo in this game.
The light. Take you.
Out of my way.
I have Journey wishlisted. Have not played it.
I will help where I can.
Move out.
Yeah, well, it's getting the list is getting pretty egregious. Let me take a look real quick. What's the number at now? I've added a couple recently. My wish list is currently 2,764 games, and I'm sure there's been some that have been delisted from Steam that I never got around to buying and stuff. But it doesn't take a lot for me to see a game like, oh, this looks interesting. I might play this eventually, and I just hit the little wish list button. Wonder if Steam has a cap on your wish list. Like how much you can actually have wishlisted. And I'm sure I'm not the worst offender. I'm sure other people have many more games on their wishlist than I do. Also, sometimes I forget if I actually own it or if it's wishlisted, because I have a decent sized library. I buy things on sale, like, oh, I'll eventually play this on the channel, so. That's why I strive to play a bunch of like shorter games and little stints between the bigger games so I can knock out some of the backlog and justify buying the games. That's actually my intent when I first started playing out, was I was going to play all these like smaller, lesser known games and work my way up to the bigger games. But like if you look at some of my earlier Let's Plays, I have like We Are the Dwarves, Underworld Ascendant, which is a terrible game. Supposedly they've released a few big patches to help fix it up, but I won't be going back to it. All Walls Must Fall. I played.
Move out.
Up this way. There's a boss fight, I think. Actually, I finally bought a Strange Brigade, but yesterday, the day before, it's on a steep sale. I want to play that for a while. It's fun. It's a good way to mix up the gameplay a bit. Yeah, it doesn't interfere with family business.
I will protect you with my life.
Surrender, or else!
They'll beg me to stop.
Yeah, Dawn of War is really fun. At least the one of the campaigns for Dawn of War 2 is fun, but I think all the campaigns for the original trilogy were fun. But I guess quadrilogy. Well, I guess Winter Assault was just an expansion for the first game, and then there was Dark Crusade and Soulstorm, which were still expansions, but I guess they all had their own campaigns too. So yeah, let's call it a quadrilogy. Why not? Hey, Audible Video. Yeah, Chaos Rising, the original campaign wasn't bad either. The one that was like the same campaign for every faction was not good. I think that's a different expansion. Alright, so we got Banshee's Heart. Whenever this +3 Thundering Glaive confirms a critical hit, all creatures in a 15-foot radius must pass a Fortitude saving throw DC 17, or suffer 2d8 plus 4 sonic damage and become prone for 1 round. A successful save throw halves the damage and negates being knocked prone. So I think this is one of the weapons I was considering for my Scald run. Now, is this the one that has a door behind it, or is it a different statue?
I lead. You follow.
In Dawn of War 2, I think, it was a better multiplayer game, but I still prefer the campaigns
They
for
will
the
break
original
against our resolve.
trilogy, or quadrilogy.
Desna, guide my hand.
I guess I always call it a trilogy because I always got the, when I bought the boxes for the games back in the day, the gold edition came with Winter Assault and Dawn of War.
Too late for apologies.
Begone, fiend!
Also, if you're into modding, there's some pretty sizable mods coming out for those games. Well, just keep watching my stuff, and that's all you need. Anything else is just extra.
Onwards!
Never too old for this.
I sense something. I finished here. Is there more?
Yeah, that should be picking up a bit. We're back on the main quest. I hopped around all those events and rumors.
Danger ahead!
I'll hit you.
Let's hear you cry.
They'll beg me to stop. Remember my name. Wenduag.
Something over there.
So I haven't come across any, Oh, I'll take that back. I came across the one bug. Which is a bit odd because I verified my files a couple times, it didn't fix it, but then I verified it a third time, and I could suddenly continue.
I finished here.
But it did keep
Is there
crashing.
more?
The same loading screen every time. Prior to that. Oh, so we got a Falcata Nightmare. Ever want to use a Falcata for any of my builds? Probably not. I don't have any overlap with the rest of my party. This +3 Unholy Falcata is corrupted by demons. It feeds on fear. Whenever it lands a hit on a shaken or frightened enemy, the target must pass a Fortitude saving throw DC 22 or become prone for 1 round and suffer 1d12 negative energy damage. Alright, I don't know anything about it right now, but I could use that for my Scald playthrough. Since I'm going to go with the Intimidate line of feats. I mean, those were regular cultists.
Do not fear. Do not waver.
What? Oh.
I'll rip you apart!
I will bring down the divine wrath. Eternal Rose, I call upon you.
Make your peace. Please help me.
Good thing he's not one-hitting things. He would have taken out a Rushalai there. Yeah, I started a release. It's just I'm playing a little slow. Yeah, outside of that one, I don't think I've come across any other significant bugs. I haven't really checked, like, make sure all the talents and stuff are working. Which, at this point, I don't really need to, because... it's pretty darn easy so far. If the talents aren't working, it's probably for balance.
Please, be careful.
Alright, we'll be
I
careful.
must part with everything demonic in me.
Rely on me.
How do I get back?
Please allow me to keep my lovely, irresistibly beautiful wings. I finished here. Is there more?
Head on.
I'm sure they mean us no harm, right?
Yeah, I'm sure they don't mean us any harm. Why would they?
Out of my way! Begone, fiend! I will erase your ugliness!
Beg me to stop!
Surrender or else!
I will bring down divine wrath!
Too late. I'll hit you!
It's already taking fireballs all day. Nothing to fret about.
Without risk. The light takes you.
Of course she ran into it. Way to go, Ember. Hold on. Backbone's getting attacked.
I fear I've been wounded.
I took a cave slug for a foe.
Let's hear you cry!
One Demon Prince or Archduke? Oh, you mean in Pathfinder?
This'll leave a bruise.
So when you say Demon Prince, I think 40k. I don't know all the Demon Princes in 40k.
Search for the beauty with your heart, not your eyes. I will lend you my
Bright
aid.
future awaits us.
I mean, Articula seems to have the right idea. He's got a city where, you know, things are relatively orderly in the demonic realm. I don't know all the Archdukes of Hell, but I mean, it's a fairly orderly place too. And you have the ability to rise up. I guess so. Same with the Abyss. You can always prove your standing by being stronger than everybody else. Yeah. Well, except for Be'lakor.
Onwards!
He's kind of an outlier, though. They gave him too much power. Yeah, we don't need to call her out, just give her Radiance. It's the last time we found Yanio, she didn't want to touch Radiance because it wasn't really Yanio. He did get greedy. Is that a king? That guy.
I'm glad I was useful to you.
Yeah, Bellicor's always been one of my favorite characters in 40k. Such a unique individual. The fact that he's also not a human demon prince, you don't see a lot of non-human demon princes. Alright, so if I get spell resistance equal to 5+ wielders class level, so 20 right now. You also get your greatest spell magic once per round as a standard action at the class level of the wielder. Only the area dispel is possible, not the targeted dispel or counterspell versions of greater dispel magic, and it's holy. Pretty cool. So it's not considered a holy avenger. There's one more. No, that's not an upgrade. You can corrupt it here, I think, or corrupt it later.
Something over there.
Move out. Do this.
Prove my worth.
We can disarm the trap from this far. This guy's probably gonna see us. He does have 6 eyes, so. Uh-oh.
I finished here. Is there more?
Looks like he needs, what, 6 tuples? Bifocals, 6 focals. Sounds dirty.
Into the fray!
I am superior!
Yeah, you can't start the game with it, but you get it in the very first dungeon, the shield maze. That's what this is, Radiance. It gets upgraded a few times throughout the game. Which is cool, because I think it was this game why I brought up it'd be cool if they had like a living weapon, or if more CRPGs had like living weapons that like leveled up with you as you progressed. It's like you find all these unique legendary weapons that have these stories behind them, but those stories have to start somewhere. So why can't you as the main character select a weapon, and as you progress through the game, like select certain upgrades for it, and it becomes your own named weapon for, you know, a future adventure to find, and, you know, the epilogue or something. Yeah, but then you have to buy 3 frames, and frames are expensive. I don't think demons get free healthcare. Or maybe they do. I don't know. Everybody except for the United States seems to get it, so.
We won't fall here. I swear it.
Prepare yourself! Desna, guide my hand!
The inheritor!
Your existence offends the goddess!
Surrender, or else!
Yeah, that greater cleaving finish goes off. It is satisfying. I tell you what. Another way back to the Midnight Fane. We're gonna explore first. I might go back and rest up. I think most of our buffs are falling off now. Strength damage, where did that come from?
The goddess protects us.
I don't know, we're still fairly buffed up.
No
How much
reason
strength
to
damage do we
pause.
take?
My will is resolute.
I don't know where that came from. I'm gonna push forward a little bit further. I don't think we need to
Search for the beauty with your
rest
heart,
up yet.
not your eyes.
Then we get a party wipe in the next fight.
Head on!
Oh, it's not a fight here. Well, it's not a fight here yet. Alright, so let me make camp yet. It's gonna be Azada all the way through. Because last time I played Azada, I pivoted into Legend. Next one will be full Azada. Devil might be after that, but I'm gonna do Aeon into Devil. It won't be Azada into Devil. Because I haven't done an Aeon. I'm trying to make it so like I don't do the initial, like the beginning Mythic Paths, but I think twice per. Might not be entirely accurate. Yeah, because I did Azada into Legend, now I'll do Azada, and then it'll be Aeon into Devil, and then Aeon. Then for form that walks, well, I don't want to spoil that one yet. And I'm doing Demon into Gold Dragon, and then Demon. There you go, Dragon. Yeah, it's gonna be, yeah. You guessed it, Lennon. I was also set on my class for that playthrough for a while, but I'm kind of second-guessing myself. So we could rest and then I can still pick a fight with her if I wanted to.
I finished here. Is there more?
Mantle of Night. Plus 3 leather armor grants its wearer plus 10 competence bonus on stealth skill checks. In addition, whenever the wearer loses invisibility, he becomes blurred as per the blur spell for 1d4 rounds. How does it look? Eh. No, 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 no.
I lead. You follow.
Not Shadow Shaman. I've got something a little bit more thematic in mind. Well, maybe not thematic, but definitely, it's a very specific roleplay I'm going for. I mean, this isn't entirely true either, and I'm not lawful. And I've got a Rouge Light in the party. So I obviously do deal with demons.
Onwards.
This might be a pretty tough fight.
I won't let you hurt my friends.
I'll rip you apart!
Alright, he's currently held. Alright, death wards have worn off. Forgot there were Nabasus in here.
Make your peace. Burn my name.
The inheritor. Guide my apologies.
Continue fighting.
Prepare yourself.
Everyone.
Yeah, I'm not doing Prophet of Pestilence. I think somebody asked me to do that. But that's not the plan. Yeah, she's bound to die because I think her, well, for a lot of reasons. Alright, take it easy. What you doing, buddy?
Why am I so weak?
Into the fray. No glory without risk.
Alright, let's head back and rest up.
Only death can stop me.
Let's bring back.
The world has suffered enough.
I'll be real quick. Yeah, our death ward had run out, and there was, what, 2 or 3 Nabasus there? Before we do this, actually, let's,
I will lend you my aid.
do this and this.
The goddess
We will
protects
win
us.
this war.
Yeah, she was targeted by the Nabasus entirely. More strength damage. Where's that coming from? The first time that's happened.
Trust in yourself.
Let me help.
I've been looking at the combat log, so no idea.
Search for the beauty with your heart, not your eyes.
Alright, rest up, rebuff. Little praise goes a long way. Little praise goes a long ways. So that it rhymes.
Move out. Let's move already.
Shows up and immediately complains, even though I put off streaming till he was back from Orlando. It was coincidental, but you don't know that. Man, I don't want Matthew to miss any of this sweet buffing action.
Together,
Is it Tuesday? I keep thinking it's Wednesday today. My time is completely off.
The world has suffered enough.
Also, a lot of the new classes being added in the next DLC are making me question some of the playthroughs that I wanted to do. It's like, oh man, two of the classes in particular I think are really cool. It doesn't, Hector, but thank you. That's right, everybody. Hector's from the future and can communicate those of us in the past via YouTube chat. I still don't really need to use spell resistance anymore, do we? I mean, it's 12 plus caster level. Whatever. I already have it, may as well use it. In case they're not close enough to Sela for some reason. In fact, I should put it on the back line instead of my front line. My front line will benefit from Sela's spell resistance.
So he's restless. I wonder why.
Death Ward, one of the most important spells in the game. Much more important in this game than it was in Kingmaker. Kingmaker, I think literally all you needed was Relay Poison Communal and Stinking Cloud. Haste was useful, and Blind Fight was an important feat to grab.
Crave your
Allow me.
But spell-wise, you get through like 90% of the game with Stinking Cloud and Relay Poison Communal. I think this way takes us back around to Playful Darkness, right? Or do we have to? No, we have to leave and come back through another portal. I'll try and clear everything out first so I can rest and rebuff just for Playful Darkness. It should take us straight to the Tersan fight.
I lead. You follow.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting they added that. So yeah, you can use that as a viable strategy still. I don't know, but enemies in this game have a lot higher saves and stuff than it did in Kingmaker. So still may not be as effective. So do I want to go back to that other portal first? I think I do.
Battles await.
Wasn't that the Harley... Yeah, I think it was the Harley Quinn one. Mentioned that in your comment.
Onward.
He's just upset that he was that he was Bruce Wayne.
Please, be careful.
Alright. Trap right beside me.
I'm glad I was useful to you.
Pretty
I will
uncool.
fight.
You running to? Thanks so, buddy.
Rely on me.
Alright, not as exciting as I thought. Oh, does it? I forgot. I haven't used Sticking Cloud since I played Kingmaker last, so... I haven't thought about it. And that DLC is called The Office. Kukri +1. How exciting.
To battle, my friend. Something over
Alright,
there.
there's a trap. We're gonna park right here.
Begone, fiend!
Desna, guide my hand.
Fall!
Make your peace.
Alright, where's this trap at? Oh, never mind. I never walked through it. That's the second one. She's got the quarterstaff equipped.
Guide my blade.
Where does she get back? Told you get back already, and she just keeps walking forward. She's turning into Nenio.
Stop. I'll hit you.
I will bring down the divine wrath! I call upon you!
But she has this cantrip activated. She's still supposed to walk forward with the quarterstaff. Which I think I clicked on that. And manually clicking is overriding this. Yeah, the one with Steve Carell, not the British version. Which is funny because Idris Elba is British.
Please, be careful.
I finished here. Is there more? I finished here. Is there more?
Head on!
Full circle indeed. Sure.
I'm glad I was useful to you.
Take an unnecessary risk in a dungeon like this, you know, no big deal.
I finished here.
I don't know how jumping
Is there
across
more?
and up is only a DC of 6. Or jumping across and down is a... How are you just walking across? So I think walking down would be more difficult. It'd be harder if you like get on your hands and knees and like shimmy down to maintain your speed and balance. But what do I know? I've only run several O courses in my time.
I will protect you with my life.
I will resist.
Alright, the Bowser climbing up out of the gutters to fight us.
Why am I
He
so
won't
weak?
stop us.
I'll rip you apart.
Begone, fiend!
Prepare yourself. Desna, guide my hand.
The light.
Something over there.
You.
Let's hear
Disappear.
you.
Surrender or else!
I finished here. Is there more?
I lead. You
They will break against our resolve.
No match for me. This kill is for you. They'll beg me to stop.
I'll hit you!
This is really convenient since I don't really have anyone to cast haste. Having this Blood Haze ability with the demonic mythic path is it's really nice.
Into the fray.
Alright, Ember, why don't you mosey on back?
I will resist.
I will bring down the divine wrath.
Bismuth, intercept.
Why am I so weak?
Asking me that, I don't know why you're so weak. You tried not being weak?
Cave slug for a foe.
Guide my blade.
I seal
No
intercept.
glory without risk.
Prepare yourself! You won't stop us.
Hey, Hatter of Souls. You guys are welcome for the impromptu defense. Yeah, I'm busy attacking the Midnight Fiend. I don't have time to be defending you guys.
onwards.
We won't fall here. I swear it.
Son of a gun. We have a couple of the Swarmbane clasps equipped, I
Out
think.
of my way.
Who has them? I think it's Sela and Arushalai, so they need to focus on the swarms.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Die.
No match for me.
Desna, guide my hand.
They'll beg me to stop.
Let's hear you.
Alright, don't cast Ice Storm, you jerk.
Make your peace.
Alright, everybody attack this
I
swarm.
will resist.
Who's here, Arushalai?
No glory without risk.
Well, they're big and healthy. Something to do with honey, I guess.
The light, take you.
Grandfather used to always use honey for his wounds. Like, he had a wood shop, and he like cut off the tip of his thumb. And he just went and stuck it in a jar of honey, and that was that.
Please, be careful.
Head on.
I think it's said Altracana 24, right?
The struggles never cease.
Why was I not showing the required amount?
I'm glad I was useful to you.
I'm sure they mean us no harm, right?
Sorry, we have Death Ward up. We should be okay here.
Eternal Rose, I call upon you. Begone, fiend!
The inheritance.
So the only thing that makes these guys scary is
No match for me.
not having Death Ward.
I finished here. Is there more? I finished here. Is there more?
Something over there.
Ring of Deadly Swing, and that's for throwing weapons, right? This ring grants the wearer +5 competence bonus on mobility checks, and +2 competence bonus on attack rolls with throwing axes, darts, and javelins. Well, well, well. I don't think she needs deflection, so congratulations on that. What's... Oh, the competence bonus on mobility checks.
I'm glad I was useful to you.
This way should be a dead end. This will take us up here to, like, the barracks. We're being a pretty difficult
We
fight.
are the light. They are the
So
darkness.
why? There should be a hidden door, I think, right here. We get those goggles behind it, right? No, it's Aeon-specific goggles back there.
Fall!
Run them through!
Beg me to stop.
I will bring down the divine wrath!
Without risk.
Kill it for
Prepare yourself.
you. Remember my name. Wendwag.
I like how the votaries have better equipment than the Mariliths do. The Mariliths just have the Masterwork Scimitar, but their votaries have a +1.
I lead. You follow.
It's a type of demon. Yeah, so these are for the Aeon specifically. So lenses of prolonged gaze. These lenses make it easier to keep an eye on someone. Worn by a powerful Aeon, they grant 3 additional uses of enforcing gaze per day. Okay, cool, we got some diamonds and diamond dust. We're running a little low on diamond dust, and we have no diamonds, so... Pretty useful find. The stores of diamond dust we stole from Darren's place are running a little low. We're down to like 75.
Onwards.
Yep, I plan on doing the swarm run as well.
To battle, my friend!
Alright, not super keen on that. That's why this fight's so difficult. I gotta take care of this guy.
Cave slug for a foe.
Eternal Rose, I call upon you!
The inheritor. Guide my blade.
I will lend you my aid.
From jail or from inside that person? If you're parked inside of a person, how are the cops gonna get to you? Unless they also park inside that person. Which means they also break the law to get to you. Are they gonna risk that?
I finished here. Is there more?
Really, if the person doesn't have a no parking sign attached to them, it's their fault. At the very least, they have a 2-hour parking sign.
Move out.
Which blue light spell? There was a... Oh, the Blade Barrier. It's a nasty offensive spell. It has force damage. I don't see it, but I'll look it up later. Where's it? It's down here. Another path complete.
My will is resolute.
I lead. You follow.
Alright. Path did we not take? I think there's one. Maybe that one. Over here.
I'm losing my temper.
They will break against our resolve.
Begone, fiend!
I will resist!
Into the fray!
Oh yeah, I remember this fight. It's a bit of a doozy.
Die!
Please, be careful.
The light take you!
Prepare yourself!
Luckily for us, he like can
Beyond
ignore one
redemption.
of those 100 arrows per round.
Let's hear
I'm walking into that trap. Oh, that's right. No, that's a trap I don't want to walk into.
Desna, guide my hand!
Yeah, I've walked into it in every playthrough so far.
Make your peace.
This kill is for you.
onwards.
And
Let me
blinded.
help.
Hear that real quick. Oh, we'd overcome the thingamajig. He got blinded twice. Oh no, it's blinding sickness separate. Not anymore.
Search for the beauty with your heart, not your eyes.
Working on 2 new games.
I'm prepared.
I'll start up on remove blindness. Scrolls. That's why that fight's so difficult. I think I charged in my first run with my Cavalier and triggered that trap. It's a pretty nasty trap.
Move out.
Oh, did I? I do have 2. Oh, that... Oh, she has the sickness instead. Oh, it's the sickness. Son of a gun. Alright, we have,
The world has suffered enough.
we'll take care of that. I thought it was actual blindness. Alright, one of those is gone. Oh, it's a sickness. It's not a disease. So used to needing to remove disease that, Really? Well, it worked on him, but nobody else. Oh, that sucks. There's a lot of failed DCs. I concur.
Tear your throat out.
I will bring down the divine wrath.
I will resist.
Heal me quickly.
The goddess protects us.
No, no, we're maybe halfway through.
Something over there.
No, we're in Act 3 of 5. Though the final act is fairly short. Alright, Rebound. Or I guess Act 6 is pretty short. There's technically 6 acts, but the last act is like 1 dungeon. Yeah, but is Act 6, is it really a full act? Anyway, Rebound. Whenever this +3 Cold Iron Gnome Hooked Hammer head lands a hit on an enemy, the target must pass a Fortitude saving throw DC 23 or become stunned for 1 round. If the enemy is stunned this way, they suffer additional 2d8 piercing damage.
I'll rip you apart.
Wait a second. My death ward fell off.
They'll beg
Prepare yourself.
Every time, it falls off right before we fight Nabasus every time.
Too late. Apologies.
Blood.
Okay, swarm from behind too. Alright, so the problem I'm facing now is that I think my main character is going to die when Last Stand wears off. Another problem we're about to face is that if Arushlight goes down, she teleports away, and we're stuck in this dungeon, so we need to move her back.
Seems I took a cave slug for a foe.
Ideally, Window Egg as well.
You won't stop us.
I will resist.
Kill is for you.
Alright, we managed it.
I will lend you my aid.
I think he's the only one that suffered negative levels in that fight. Nope, Socio did as well. And she did.
My will is resolute.
Oh, let's use the last charge of my Quicken Metamagic Rod. Yeah, because that's the 4th chapter out of, I think, also 6 chapters. Or is it 7? Myself a little bit because there's 2 chapters that are like directly side by side. Alright, restoration, what do we got? No greater restorations. Do have regular restoration though. Get rid of some of our negative levels. Oh, does she? Thank goodness. That's actually a fantastic mechanic. I only have ever actually had her die in the Abyss. But that is, that's awesome. The biggest grievance with characters like that is that when you're in dungeons with them and you're trying to have an honest playthrough, not reload, you can't if they die because they teleport away.
Head on!
And you can't go back and get them. We do need to rest up soon. That was a pretty rough fight, and our death ward wore off again as we're fighting more Nabasu. Nabasai? Nabasuses? So we'll rest up again. We have a couple locations to go back and get rid of corruption. A couple holy sites. So, we're all set. When you're in Galarian, she gets sent back to your hub. So she'll get sent back to Dresden. In the Abyss, Gold Dragon says she'll actually die. "23 hours. Hopefully the folks back holding the line don't need us."
Let me help. Alright, get rid of these debuffs real quick. Yeah, I think only the enemies cast banishment, so it's not something that we have to concern ourselves with.
No one
Offcat's probably like, we could incorporate that and see what happens to Bruce. Like, no, let's not worry about that.
A bright future awaits us.
Stoic Ray should be giving us pretty significant, yeah, +3. Pretty solid across the board. I mean, look at my saving throws, my main character. That's pretty good. Where are they all coming from? Oh, heroism and stuff. Because he's lacking compared to my main character. I've also got... Oh, well, my dexterity's lacking. And she's got good stuff across the board, too. Yeah, Soso's reflex is terrible.
No reason to pause.
I think this is the section where we run across Playful Darkness. I could be misremembering, so now's a good time to get all these buffs out. We'll try to brute force him to fight the first time with all of our summons and everything, and then see how it goes from there. Maybe replace these spells with something else. Probably more Righteous Mights. Well, I'm using Frightful Aspect, so really I can just get rid of these altogether, I think.
You called?
Honestly, Knowledge Arcana might be better than Perception. She's got a really solid Perception score already, and gets another boost from her animal aspect. I'm thinking Knowledge Arcana, since her Knowledge Arcana skill is greater than my... Well, who was my primary Knowledge Arcana source was my main character. Alright. I'm gonna do this. So we're gonna have Sela tank as best she can.
All this waiting bores me.
Well, my summons are gonna tank first.
Please,
We'll
allow
make
me.
things right.
We are the light. They are the darkness.
I wanted to quick save and stuff first, but that's okay. We'll make it work. I want to get this out, ideally. Oh, he's coming straight for me. Alright, fine. Have at thee, beast. Just ignored. Alright, take care of these guys first. Take care of the summon. Oh, why is he running away?
Prepare yourself.
Be gone, fiend!
What's going on here? He's frightened. Coward? Alright, that's good. We can take care of these ads first. Oh! Oh, yeah, that's allies. Never mind.
Guide my hand.
So I don't remember that. What is this?
Out of my way!
Oh, he is really booking it, isn't he? Oh, I don't have my guarded hearth anymore. Oh, he lost haste, stone skin, Al's wisdom, as will saves went down. Heck yeah. Good job, Socio. I mean, it wasn't really you, it was the goggles, but good job nonetheless. Alright, let's go get him.
Or else.
That reduces saves. Let's pop this too.
Die!
I got my quickens up so I can heal Silo when we need to. We'll sicken him with Rushalai.
Let's hear you cry!
He's still Mark of Justice? Yeah, for 20 seconds.
Make your peace.
Too late for apologies.
Alright, keep trying to hold Monster Room, see what happens.
I'm all right.
Not gonna last very long. She might have it.
Run them through!
Alright, make sure, alright, 10 more seconds of that.
I will resist. Prepare yourself.
I'll just sit here.
And down she goes, but I think we've still got it in the bag. Yeah, first try. Oops, what I hit? Wrong key, that's for sure. Alright. Another Swarmbane clasp. I got ourselves a Ring of Evasion. This ring continually grants the wearer the ability to avoid damage if the player had evasion ability. Whenever she makes a reflex saving throw to determine whether she takes half damage, a successful save results in no damage. I mean, this is what Ring of Evasion does, but for will instead of reflex. And probably someone like... Bruce Slide make better use of that. He has a decent reflex score. That's how Death Ward works in Baldur's Gate 3. I assume the 5e in general.
The world has suffered enough.
Is that it prevents death once. I think it reduces you down to 1 hit point, and that's it. It prevents you from actually dying.
Together we stand.
Which I think makes more sense for Death Ward. Was my interpretation. First time I saw the spell, I was like, oh, okay, it prevents death. But I'm glad there's a spell that does what it does, because getting your attributes reduced by enervation, or, well, level reduced, is an awful thing. So I lucked out a little bit that Playful Darkness freaked out, got scared, and ran away. It made it a little easier taking care of the ads. That took a little longer than I was anticipating. To clear out the ads. Oh yeah, is this the first one you find? So we haven't found another one yet. I know one's in the Ivory Labyrinth. One might be behind the skill checks later on. In the Lucianira. I'm gonna give that to my main character. Get out of this. Yeah, 4 max dexterity. So right now, I think he has 12 by default. So now I have 14.
Please.
So he gets 2 extra armor class. Helmet of Weakening Torture. Whenever the wearer of this helmet lands a hit with a melee weapon, the target must pass a Fortitude saving throw DC 25 or suffer bleed damage that equals the wearer's strength modifier for 1d4 rounds. Bleed doesn't stack with itself, but stacks with bleed effects from other sources. Okay. Not gonna use it, but okay. A belt of physical perfection plus 6. Well, well, well. Honestly, I think this would be best used on her. But I'm gonna put it on my main character anyway. And Constitution and Strength. Yeah, that little blue glow was from the DLC Inevitable Excess. You find little rewards like that throughout the game. The first one is the Flawless Ring of Protection plus 7, which is an absurd item to find as early as you find it. You get it in the graveyard where Celestial's quest takes you in Act 2.
Onwards!
Which is completely absurd. Heck am I? There we go. Those are the 2 same ones. Yeah. Oh, it is here. I was gonna rest up and we'll grab this. Do we need a buff right now? We'll have to buff before we fight the swarms.
It's so wonderful not to be alone anymore. Esna, patroness of travelers, I thank you for bringing our paths together.
Oh, I still will. I'm still gonna play through the game again with my Scald Azada.
I will lend you my aid.
And I'll still come back to this playthrough.
Quadritio Turinos. Quadritio Turinos. Quadritio Turinos.
Just after the next quest for the Gold Dragon's released. Let's go and pop that, and that's full circle. What's next? Oh, we have to put the keys in. So I think we can solve the puzzle next. Let's go back to the center. I don't think I missed any doors yet. Yeah, I was confused too. I was thinking about Lords of the Fallen. I think they've added more content since I last played. I think they have a couple DLCs planned too, which if you can't access it from where I'm at in the game, then I'm not gonna bother with them, I don't think.
Move out.
We'll see. Alright, so I gotta remember which doors need to be closed, which ones need to be opened. Aren't there like little symbols on the things? Like this one. That open or close? I'm gonna say opened, right? It has to be closed. Do you want the symbols to be opened? You're opening up the that central area, right? I don't remember.
It is no trouble.
No doors over here to interact with. I like the remake. I don't want to have to replay through it again for all the DLC. I might. But it's definitely like a one and done type game for me. I know there's different endings, and I don't know, I might play through it again. But I was really happy with my character, and I don't really want to. Go through the whole thing again. Sorry, I'm looking for these symbols for this puzzle.
On my way.
I only see the one symbol. Unless you can only see him when you get close enough. And take care, Hector. Enjoy Wednesday. On Tuesday. Yeah, I won't be playing through Space Marine 1 again, but I will play through Space Marine 2 when it comes out. I'm excited about that. There's another Warhammer game too. Shoot. Don't remember. I think I'll be done with my current Rogue Trader run by the time the DLC comes out. That's kind of what I'm planning around. So I see the symbol on one of the switches. Maybe I have it backwards. I solved it before. Gosh darn it, I can solve it again. I don't know if I had help last time on stream. But if the symbols are just close by, because there's a banner here beside this one. Maybe this one has to be closed too. Like the banner counts as the symbol because it's right there. Also, I was looking at the wrong statue, the Discari statue. But I don't think the banners are the solution here. I did the originals, yes. So I did Dawn of War, I did Winter Assault as Let's Plays. I streamed all the campaigns for Dark Crusade. I've not done Soulstorm yet. I don't know... Soulstorm's campaign is a little finicky because you have to rebuild your base every time, where Dark Crusade, it carries over from like each defense. I just found Soulstorms to be tedious.
This is simple.
Good game. I mean, all the added faction stuff are fun, but I don't know if it'd make for good Let's Play content. Alright, so still don't see any darn symbols. The Skari themed puzzle. I'm not sure you're supposed to know what the solution is offhand without just trial and error. If they all have this symbol, then sure, but all the doors don't have that darn symbol.
I will help where I can.
Head on!
For the statues, no. So there's certain doors have to be open and certain doors have to be closed. And then a stairwell opens up right here. There's a little, very difficult fight at the bottom of the stairs. I don't remember which doors have to be open and shut. I didn't. I thought the tell, so this one switch has a symbol on it, has the Discari symbol above it. And I thought they all had that symbol, the ones that had to be open or closed. But they don't.
I lead. You follow.
Unless they're going by the banners, because that one does have the symbol on it. This one does not. This one does if it's right beside it.
Onwards!
I wonder if it's supposed to be the other way around. I don't think these are tied to it. But otherwise, I don't see why you can open and close these. They're useless.
Have I pleased you?
Move out!
Okay. Pick his statue real quick. So I don't know. I'm gathering. And again, I don't think there's any indication to what the solution is, or the puzzle even exists. Like, there's no note to find about it, if I'm not mistaken. The only note we found was the one from Faxon. Well, I have the solution. I mean, I can look it up. I'm just trying to figure it out, like what the tell is between the various switches, because I think they're all identical, are they not? Actually, let me try something. I think this might be.
I'm trusting you.
Got another idea.
Mortal in this world, especially when I'm around. Head on!
I'm gonna try it this way real quick. Do it the other way around, so all the symbols or the banners that are close by, I'm gonna open those instead. So this one needs to be open. Then this one needs to be closed. No banner or symbol nearby, as far as I can tell.
Onwards!
Close you as well. Open you. Open you. Let's see, there's two switches for this one. Which one do I abide by? If I close this one, I can't get back out. To go through the abyss. Huh. I don't think there's any clues on the map either. Like, I don't think you could make his symbol on the map. There's a switch up here. Where does that go to? I guess right here. So, I still think the ones with the symbol have to be open. I think most of them have to be closed, right? It's been so long since I've done it. Oh, this one has a symbol. Okay. Alright, I'm on the right track. So is it only the two that have symbols? You can barely see that too. What the heck? Alright, so we'll keep the Discari symbol ones open. Again, we want to open the pathway to Discari's little trap or whatever. I'm gonna assume the banner isn't tied to it, since we found another one with a symbol above it. But to close everything else. We just have to loop back through the abyss, I think. I don't remember the cell doors have to be closed too. I'm gonna close them just to be safe. Also, I don't remember what reward we get for doing this. So we loop back around this way, but that still has to be closed, I think. We have to go through the abyss to get back to the other side. I think that'll do it. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. Finding that second switch with a symbol above it, because I knew there was more than one. Been a little while since I've done this. I've only done it the one time. Completely missed this puzzle my first playthrough.
I lead, you follow.
So I think that's all the doors shut, right? That's double check. Shut. One river side is shut. Cell doors are shut. I know that we did that. This one's shut. Oh, this one's not shut. Aha! Alright. Dang it. Alright. Back through the abyss.
Onwards!
Not another way across, right? Nope.
Let's move already.
Okay, so all of them but the two. I thought there were more Discari symbols, that's why I was looking around. I missed that one switch entirely, looking back through. It doesn't look like a normal spot for a door, because it's at the top of the stairs. That's alright. Back to this side.
No one stands in my way.
We did clear everything out of this area. I kept hearing screeching and screaming. It's like, I'm not buffed up. I'm not ready for a fight. Wait a second. Still on this side. We need to get to this side.
I'm losing my temper.
This is where we first enter the abyss. Am I forgetting something? Did I take the fight missing one person last time? I guess I could use Bismuth to open a door.
All this waiting bores me.
Because we can't seal ourselves in on this side. Gotta be this side. Alright, sorry Bismuth. You're not coming with us. Alright, first things first, Swornbane clasps for everybody. At least all my damage dealers. Just not wearing any under armor. Alright, that'll have to do for now.
A bright future
Adayana, inimos pravisi. Ona, adayapona, adayana. Ona, adayana. Ona, adayana. Amranda gratio. Inimosi pravisi. Inimosi pravisi. Inimosi pravisi.
Let me help.
You never really have a chance to buff up once you're down there, because you get swarmed by the swarms immediately, so make sure everything's up first, even the short-term buffs.
Trust in yourself.
Search for the
This
beauty
war
of your
must
heart,
end.
not your eyes.
Axe, yes.
I will prove my worth.
The world has suffered enough.
I'm gonna cast these. Alright, doesn't take super long. Same thing over here.
We must be doing it wrong.
The goddess
What else do we got?
protects us.
Battles await.
You're a good person. I like you.
We have a selective metamagic rod somewhere, I thought. She has some AoE evocation spells she can throw out that I'd rather not hit my companions with.
I shall not be swayed from my path.
Turn on my fire ammunition.
We will win this war.
Alright, let's see how it goes. It's a pretty difficult little fight. Had some trouble with it last time.
Yes?
I don't remember exactly where they come from, but if I can get...
Where do you want me? I'm prepared.
I
Soot
suppose
is
she's in the
restless.
middle.
Let's move
I wonder
already.
why.
What's that?
It probably won't matter.
They will break against our resolve.
Might matter a little bit.
I will bring down the divine
I'll try and get
wrath.
this out.
I'll
You won't stop us. Surrender, or else!
I like have control over Ember right now. All right, Sila's back in our
Into
control.
the fray.
Desna, guide my hand!
I need your assistance.
I'm alright. The light take you.
Hey, we did it.
My will is resolute.
Here's the next manual out of what, 6? Earth Unleashed, never gonna use that. Oh, we get a nice little plus 2 to Constitution from a main character, and that's always useful.
Move out!
And there you have it. Now, the problem is we can't get back over here now. Had to unsummon Bismuth. We could probably finagle back to the Abyss if we don't have to get back over here for any reason, as far as I'm aware of. Boss fight.
Head on!
Something over there.
Everybody stop.
The
And
struggles
listen.
never cease. I finished here.
I will
You
reach
more?
my aid.
No reason to pause. Together, we
Search for the
stand.
beauty with your heart, not your eyes.
Prove my word.
I'm losing my temper.
What's our summons over here?
All this waiting bores me.
And then we should be ready to rock and roll.
The world has suffered enough.
I'll throw out haste real quick.
Let me into the rift, Tersan! We're all going to die here! Trying to fight back. It's madness!
I like some of the boss fights in Wrath of the Righteous, I think, a little more. I mean, I do like Kingmaker's campaign in general, more than Wrath of the Righteous's. But a few of the boss fights I think I appreciate a lot more in Wrath of the Righteous. There's more of them, including the secret boss fights. I don't know if anything really contends with the Spawn of Robogo, because that fight is absolutely absurd. And the Vorticai. But it's mostly the dungeon leading up to Vorticai that I like. I also like the Armag fight.
No one goes into the rift. You will fight, all of you, or else.
I told you, Tersan. Now you're going to die, and they'll hang your horned skull on the walls of Dresden!
You and your little troop made a fool of me at the Battle of Tersan. Finally, I can make you pay. Finally.
Yeah, whatever you say, 4 eyes. Get it? Because he has 4 eyes. We'll see her later. Not a big deal.
We are the light. They are the
I call upon you!
Say no biggie. Actually, I might go after these guys in the back.
Run them through!
You don't do spells right now, Ember. You're welcome to try, but eh. We got more pressing issues to contend with, like putting these guys to sleep. And now healing yourself.
Guide my blade!
Wendwag.
Yeah, I saw the new archetypes.
Rifts are usually chaotic and unstable. That's why I've been plagued by one question. How could demons have created a stable, permanent passage from the abyss here in the World Wound? And as I stare into the flames of the rift itself, the answer still eludes me. What is the secret to this canker festering at the very heart of our world? How can we heal it?
Yeah, 2 of the classes really stood out to me, the Bladebound Magus and the Sable Company Marine. I was trying to figure out how to fit those into my future playthroughs. Unfortunately, I don't think that I can, unless I waited to start my Scald playthrough and instead of doing Scald, going Sable Company Marine. That would also fit the Azada playthrough, because one, you have an animal companion, so you already have like that kind of theme going, and it's a ranger class, which is also nature-oriented, much like the Azada. And it's a full BAB class. I much prefer that. I feel like I could also play very similar to my first playthrough, where I was a Cavalier Azada. Yeah, I saw that announced too by the. I think they've mostly made mobile games. That developer.
My friends and comrades, the time has come for us to discuss something of the utmost importance. It is here, on the threshold of the abyss, that I must announce an important decision before you all. But first, we shall talk about you, Commander. About how well you have discharged the duties I entrusted to you.
My righteous sister in faith, must these discussions take place now at such a moment? The enemy is watchful, and its forces are great. That is what we must turn our attention to, not scrutinizing our fellow Crusaders.
In the 100 years that this war has lasted, not a day has gone by when I haven't thought about how we can win it. That is precisely why we cannot delay the conversation any longer. Not a trial, merely a superior evaluating the actions of a subordinate. May I remind
Act
you
3.
that it was
About to
I
enter
who
Act 4.
entrusted you with your title and an army?
Yeah, sorry, Titan Fighter is another one that stood out to me, and it has made me reevaluate several of my future builds. Because now you can have a proper Cavalier with a Tower Shield and a Long Spear. So if you want to make a Knight of the Wall, you can really make a Knight of the Wall. You'll be limited by single... You'll be limited by your weapon types.
The first and most glaring issue I'd like to discuss is how you have used the divine gift that was bestowed upon you. When Crusaders cannot tell their Knight Commander from their demon enemies, it says something.
Wow. Because I'm a tiefling? Excuse you.
A commander's absolute priority is leading the Crusader armies.
It's the ring that I have
And I
equipped.
cannot help but notice that you have handled this part of your responsibilities well.
So the ring that I have equipped, it whenever one of your allies, including your summons, reach 0 hit points, a spider is summoned. And it works with Last Stand as well. So your ally doesn't actually have to go down, or your companion doesn't have to go down, and you'll still get a summon. It's a really, really powerful ring. Is it called? Shoot, what's it called? It's one of the artifacts you get from the Crusade mode.
I cannot but notice your strange choice of companions. The good gods teach us to seek the light even in the darkest soul, and to believe in redemption. But it is one thing to believe in the good intentions of a murderous succubus, and, for example, send her to a temple of Desna to be cared for by experienced priests. But it is another matter entirely to take the demon with you to the front lines, where one well-timed stab in the back could put a tragic end to our entire Crusader cause. It is unthinkably reckless.
I don't remember which relic it is, but it's one of the relics you get from the Crusade mode, one of the battles. I'll look at it after this.
With all due respect, my lady, Arushale has proven herself to be a faithful and reliable comrade. She has fought bravely for us, and we both want to see the demons defeated. Is there any reason to reproach the commander for accepting her into our party?
Clemency of Shadows. I was getting confused with the Bane of Flesh ring. Or Bane of Spirit. One of those two. Because there's another really good ring that was kind of necessary before. Not so much now that Ulbricht's DLC's come out, but there was a ring that lets you use a little bit of your health and convert your damage to force damage for another ally, which is essential for swarm fights. But now with the Swarm Bane... Clasp? Whatever those things are called. The Swarm Bane clasps are in the game now. You can use those instead.
You can find reasons aplenty in any Mendevian cemetery, Sealer. Each one is full of the graves of those who were deceived by demons. Your words carry a ring of truth. The example of one malefactor changed for the better could do more for the Crusades than a dozen paragons of faith.
Thank you. I can't believe you really said that.
I also wish to mention what you did with Iomede's banner, the Sword of Valor. This sacred relic, handed to you to defend the city against the demons, has become a reflection of you. I do not know how you managed to distort its features, but I cannot overlook it. I only pray that Iomede will forgive us all for this most improper treatment of her relic.
I think she'll get over it.
That is all I wish to say. And now, to summarize. You can think my assessment is empty fault-finding, but I am responsible for the entire Crusade, for Mendev, and for the future of those who have encountered or will encounter the evil of the World Wound. I do not have the luxury of making a single mistake.
I'll take care, Matthew. I know, the Inheritor doesn't lose his mind until a little later. Then you can fix him on the Angel path.
That is why I am forced to remove you from the command of the Fifth Crusade.
This is why I always take payment up front. The customers become very shifty when everything is done.
Partially, yeah.
I deeply respect the desire to bring discipline to the Crusades, but not all the accusations you leveled at the commander are guided by that desire.
I do think that some of her complaints are warranted. Like right now, we're on a demon mythic path. You have a demon leading Crusaders against demons. I mean, I could see her trepidation with that.
My righteous sister, you are entitled to make such a decision, but please reconsider whether this is the right one. He is not just the Crusade commander. He is our hope. Our only hope.
I mean, if this guy telling Galfrey that this if the wrong course of action doesn't sway her, then, I mean, come on.
Our only hope is he? I see you do not value me or the other heroes of the Crusade very highly, my righteous brother and comrade.
He's the hand of the inheritor. Back off.
But let me continue. Do not take your demotion as a punishment. I have in many respects been forced to take this step. As we all know, the demons have created a new weapon, Nihindrian crystals, which provide them with truly mythical powers. We managed to remove the threat temporarily, but not eliminate its source. Thanks to the book recovered from Aureliu Vorlish's laboratory, we know that the rift before us cannot be closed until the first and main rift is closed. The one that lies in the Threshold Fortress. So, for the safety of Tersan, I shall have to destroy all the exits out of the Midnight Fane, and block everything here, so that demons coming through this indestructible rift cannot descend upon Tersan again. This is a forced measure. I am doing it for the safety of the city.
Well, she saw her opportunity, she's gonna take it. Like, here's a way to get rid of this guy, while also doing good for the Crusade.
But this won't solve the problem. We should... no, we must track the demon's path and settle this issue once and for all. And that means venturing into the abyss. No one but you, with your unique power, can handle this task. That is why I shall take over the command of the Crusader armies, and you will journey forth on this great mission.
It will mean that one day the Abyss will come for you. I might disagree with my righteous sister-in-arms at times, but there is one thing she is indisputably right about. Evil must be killed at the root. The Nihindrian crystals are too great a threat, and we may never get another chance of reaching their source.
Correct. I imagine I'll be up to the task of leading the Crusaders. 100-odd years of experience must count for something, but your mission in the Abyss is critical.
Yeah, just like Riot's 200 years of experience balancing champions.
Don't worry about that. I will go with you, and I know the secrets of traveling between planes. I have also been to the Abyss before, and I have fought the beasts that dwell there. My sword and my experience will help you on this mission.
Yeah, I appreciate that she's a flawed character. She's written differently than the tabletop campaign, as I understand it. In the tabletop, she's leading the crusade the entire time, and your party's used more as like a strike force. You're not actually in charge of everything. But I like this, she's a flawed character.
We will go to the Abyss side by side, champion, and Tersan will greet us with jubilation on the day of our return.
Heck yeah.
Wish me luck as well. Until next we meet.
That's all I need is the Hand of the Inheritor with me. Sure, that won't go sideways. Madness of Death, Rupturing Storm, and Gold Coin Baphomet's Mark. Isn't she just straight up evil in the tabletop? Madness of Death. Whenever someone dies within a 10-foot radius from the wearer of this amulet of natural armor +3, wearer gets the effect of the haste spell for 2d3 rounds. Its effect is renewed each time someone dies. After this effect wears off, the wearer cannot make any weapon unarmed attacks for 1d3 rounds. I've used this before. Scimitar. This +4 Scimitar deals additional 3d6 fire damage. On a critical hit, it creates fire sparks to stick to allies' weapons, granting them the flaming enchantment for 1d3 rounds, as well as granting the wielder and allies fire resistance 20 for the same duration. So, you have Ascendant Element Fire for the character that has this equipped. Does that Ascendant Element spread to the allies with this effect? Or once it's attached to their allies, do they also have to have the Ascendant Element to get the, ignore the fire resist of demons? I've had to swap to my other equipment for that fight. And this will actually come in handy again once we're in the Abyss. We shouldn't get the fast healing from the Commander's Banner. I think this is fine on her because she doesn't need to attack all the time. So if she loses her attacks for a bit, that's not a huge deal.
This war must end.
Alright, real quick, let's re-equip Bismuth while I'm thinking about it. Strength and Constitution. I like Dexterity on him the most. A little bit of Armor class goes a long way. A 39 Armor class is nothing to shake a stick at. And we had the, we had Wisdom on him. Maybe it was that. Do I get my loot when I leave here? I'm gonna quick save before I go through.
The commander has stepped through the rift, and now there is no going back. Onward, to solitude, to the unknown, to the abyss.
That's pretty solid. A couple difficult fights that I knocked out in the first try. I was far more prepared for them this time around, so... whatever. Oh. Alright, let's take care of our mythic level up real quick. Alright, so we get a mythic ability, demonic aspect, extra minor aspect, major demonic aspect, true demon kind. Gain immunity to poisons and electricity. Yeah, let's do Unrelenting Assault. So as long as you keep fighting, the power of your melee attacks keeps growing. Every turn, as long as you make at least one melee attack, you get a stacking +2 bonus to damage rolls with melee weapons up to a maximum of +10 that lasts to the end of combat. Pretty good. Alright, so I got Sheer last time. If I don't have sneak attack, does this give me sneak attack damage? If not, I should probably go with the saving throws. Which is this one. We don't unlock Gold Dragon until Act 5. Favorite act of this game? I think Act 3. I know, I like Act 2 too. I think it's fairly challenging during that act still. Let's go with the saving throws, I guess. And you also reduce enemy saving throws. Okay, what do we have here? So Baylor. Get a bonus Constitution score. I'll just read these. This is the first time we've gotten one of these, I think. Yeah, it's a major demonic aspect. So, aspect of Baylor. A demon adopts the aspect of Baylor, gaining a bonus to Constitution score equal to half the demon's mythic rank plus 1. I assume rounded down, so it's going to be 3. An aspect of Baylor makes all allies in a 50-foot radius assume demonic rage with the demon himself, without the advantage of the demonic aspects. Colossus. Demon adopts the aspect of Colossus, gaining a bonus to intelligence ability score equal to half of the demon's mythic rank plus 1. The aspect of Colossus allows the demon to use abilities and cast spells as move actions during demonic rage. Aspect of Omox. Demon adopts the aspect of Omox, gaining DR neutral, where neutral is equal to half the demon's mythic rank plus 1. An aspect of Omox causes all attacks and abilities to make their target grappled unless they pass a reflex saving throw. Base DC to the saving throw is equal to 10 plus half your character level plus your mythic rank plus your highest ability modifier. Jeez. A lot of pluses. Alright, aspect of Shadow Demon. A demon adopts the aspect of Shadow Demon, gaining a bonus to Wisdom score equal to half the demon's mythic rank plus 1. An aspect of Shadow Demon makes the user incorporeal during demonic rage. That's pretty cool. Vivakia. Demon adopts the aspect of Vivakia, gaining a bonus to Strength score equal to half the demon's mythic rank plus 1. As long as the demon remains in rage, every round their aspect of Vivakia deals all enemies within 50 feet some odd amount d6 unholy damage. 1 plus 1/3 mythic rank rounded up. We're going to go with that, of course. And aspect of Vralikai. A demon adopts the aspect of Vralikai, getting fast healing equal to half of the demon's mythic rank plus 1. Do Vralikai have fast healing? Never checked. We usually kill him so fast it doesn't matter. While in demonic rage, the aspect of Vralikai makes all demons' melee attacks and spells apply 1 negative level on enemies who fail a will saving throw. Okay. DC equals 10 plus half your character level plus your mythic rank plus max ability modifier. That seems a bit silly, reducing their levels like that. But I'm thinking Vivakia and then Baylor. I don't know, this seems pretty good too. Maybe stick with the V's. But Vivakia first anyway. We want more strength. Oh wait, we get... Okay. Well, in that case, let's do Vralikai. We already know see invisibility. Full strength would be redundant. I guess bear's endurance? I don't know. Cat's grace? Haste. Oh, we got some new spells here. So we got Channel Rage. You only use this spell while in Demonic Rage. As a standard action, you grant the target effects of Demonic Rage for 1 round per caster level. Demonic Form 2. The spell allows you to polymorph into a form of a Duracne, Kalavakus, and Nabasi for 1 minute per caster level. Morbid Restoration. The target is healed for 2d6 plus caster level plus additional 1d8 hit points for every dead creature in a 30-foot radius. Profane Hymn. Every enemy in a 40-foot radius receives a -2 penalty on attack and damage rolls, caster level checks to overcome spell resistance, concentration checks, and all saving throws. And Telekinetic Strike. You create an invisible force which damages the enemy for 1d6 damage per caster level. The target then makes a fortitude save. If it has failed, the target becomes prone and you either push or pull it with a combat maneuver using your caster level in place of BAB and a spellcasting ability in place of strength. Whew, alright.
I will help where I can.
Yeah, I like the Baylor one as well. We'll get Baylor next. But I think Vivakia and Vralikai synchronize a little bit better. I might do Leading Strike on Sela. I like the ability. But Unrelenting Assault is also good, which is what we got on my main characters. I'm not going to read it again. Socio. Might do Leading Strike on him instead. I don't care that he does a bunch of damage, but he's a support build, so let's do Leading Strike. Your strikes make cracks in the enemy's existence, leaving weak points for your allies to strike. Every time you hit a target in melee combat, you leave a mark on it. Any ally attacking the marked target deals additional divine damage equal to 1d6 per your mythic rank to the target, consuming the mark. Only one ally can leave a mark on a target at a time. Other allies with leading strike ability do not deal additional damage to a marked target. Inspirational Leader is also pretty good. Let's grab that instead. On my support character. Though I like it on my paladins too. It's very thematic on a paladin. Let's do Leading Strike for now. We'll do Inspirational Leader next time, probably. If I remember. Do we have... Improved Abundant Casting? Yeah, main character's not tanking though, so I'm not too worried about it. Because he's enlarged and on the second line. Tila's only tank. Or should be. Sometimes I forget to re-click after my character enlarges because it defaults to being medium-sized. And so he gets closer than he needs to. If you click a second time, it takes into account his... after he's enlarged, you click again, it takes into account his increased size. Who am I doing? Wendwag. I'll do the bigger they are, because we do fight a lot of large enemies. In fact, most enemies we face, except for like Babaus and Cultists, are usually larger than us. Vavakias, Vralakai, any of the demon lords we fight. Oh no, let's do Cleaving Shot. I forgot about this. So each time you deal critical damage to your ranged weapon attack or reduce the target to 0 hit points, you deal your weapon damage to all other enemies in a 10-foot radius. And we'll do the same thing on her. Give them some AoE potential. Don't have access to our allies yet. Take care of that next time. I need to get Corruptor on, what's his face? What's his name? Greybore. There we go. But I'm going to call the stream here. Next time we will dive into Act 4. Again, I don't know if I'm going to continue this playthrough from here or start the next one. I'm going to decide whether or not I want to take the Sable Company Marine on my Azada playthrough or the Scald. I think the Scald's a lot more fitting. Especially since I was going to go in Aasimar. I'm used touch Aasimar, who worships Desna. I was going to do Cade and Kalian, but I'm going to just take all the tropes, I think, and save the Sable Company Marine for another playthrough. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoy the stream. Stay safe, stay classy. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Not sure what I'm going to do for this playthrough. I guess we just keep playing through Act 4. Make it to Act 5, and then, just hold off from there. Anyway, take care everybody.